Hello students, today we are going to study about a topic called thrust and pressure. Now this word pressure you must have heard many times, we already use it in our daily language, but today we will study how pressure is defined in the terms of science, in terms of physics, okay, and we will also study about thrust. So before coming to pressure we will define what a thrust is. Now we already studied in the previous videos about the force. We know that force can be used to make a body at rest to move. If this box is at rest and if we apply sufficient force in this direction, then this body will move with certain velocity v in this particular direction. Okay. If the body is already moving, suppose this box is already moving with a velocity v, and if I apply a force in the opposite direction, then if this force is sufficient, it will stop the box. Okay. We can also apply force to change the shape of the objects. If there is a spring and if I apply two forces opposite to each other, the spring will get elongated, it will be stretched. If the force applied from the both sides are in inward direction, the spring will be compressed. It will become smaller. So this is the general idea of force. Okay. Now there is a kind of force if we apply, suppose there is a box, and if I apply forces on this box in a very specific manner, if I apply forces like this, there are four forces acting on this box. All these forces are perpendicular to the surface of the box. This force is perpendicular to this surface, this force is perpendicular to this surface, this is perpendicular to this surface, and this force is perpendicular to this surface. There is an angle 90° between the surface and the forces. Now if a force is applied at perpendicular direction, is applied 90° to the surface of the object, then such force is called thrust. So thrust is nothing but force only, but a perpendicular force. Forces can be applied perpendicular also, it can be applied on an angle also. But when force is applied at perpendicular at 90°, then we call that force as thrust. It actually does not make any difference. It is just a nomenclature, just a way of saying things. If you say instead of thrust, you say force is applied at 90°, that is also the same thing. Okay, but in your book, the word thrust is used to relate with pressure, hence we are going to say that thrust is the force applied at 90° to the surface of the body. If this is the board, and if I put this marker like this and apply force inside, then this is perpendicular, then this force will be called thrust. Okay. Now since thrust is a force, the value of thrust will also be Newton. Okay. Now we'll come to pressure. Now what is a pressure? Pressure, when we talk about pressure in our daily life, in our normal language, then we confuse pressure and force. We say that we use the word pressure and force in such a way that there is no difference between the two words. If we are applying, if I am standing right here, what am I doing? I am applying some force on the ground, or I am applying some pressure on the ground. How will you define? What will be the difference between the two quantities? One student will say that if I am standing on the ground, I am applying some force. That is correct. I am applying force because of my body weight. I am applying some force on the ground. But if somebody says that I am applying some pressure on the ground, actually that is not incorrect also. Okay, that is also correct. But when we talk in physics, then both the terms force and pressure mean different things. Suppose there is a box and I am applying a force at 90°, that means I am applying a thrust on this box. Okay, and this surface has certain area. It is a rectangular box, so length into breadth, there is some area to this surface. Okay, now if I say that I am applying a force, then we can say that I am applying a force of 5 Newton on the box. Fine, there is no problem in that. But if somebody asks what is the pressure applied, then pressure becomes different. Pressure is not equal to force. Pressure is equal to force or thrust divided by the area of surface on which this force or thrust is applied. Okay, let me repeat. If I am applying a force on the box in a perpendicular direction, I will say that I am applying a thrust of 5 Newton. But if somebody asks what is the pressure, then pressure will not be equal to 5 Newton. Pressure will be equal to 5 Newton divided by the area of the surface. So pressure depends upon two quantities. It is directly proportional to the force or thrust, and it is inversely proportional to the area on which force is applied. Okay, now come back to my example. I am standing on the ground. I am applying some force. Yes, my force that I am applying on the ground is equal to my weight. If I am 70 kgs, I am applying a force of 70 newtons on the 70 into 9.8 Newton on the ground. What I did here, you must have studied in the topic of gravitation. The force applied, my weight is not in kgs, it is in Newton. It is m into g, where g is acceleration due to gravity. So I am applying some force on the ground because of my weight. But what is the pressure? That depends on how much surface area I am standing on. What is the area of my feet which is in contact with the ground? So if I am applying force on a very small surface, if I am standing with my feet very close together, I reduce the surface of the force. Hence, if the surface area is reduced, pressure will automatically be increased. And if I cover a large area, suppose I take a wooden box on the ground and I stand on that wooden box, then that box will have larger area. Then what will be the pressure applied? The area will become large, so pressure will become less. Okay, so this particular quality of pressure is also applied in our daily life. For example, pins, needles, syringes in injections, syringes, knives. Why are these things, why are these particular objects always with sharp edges? Why do we need a knife which is sharp? Why do we need pins, needles and syringes to be sharp? Why is it needed? There is a physical concept behind this, and this concept is because of pressure. If, let us take an example of knife. The most common thing that we see every day in our houses, in a knife, we want a very sharp edge. Why? If I ask you why, you will say it is easier to cut objects with a sharp knife. Okay? It is easier to use. You can easily cut the object. But how? What about the sharp edge is so important that it becomes very easy to use. It becomes very easy to cut a particular object. Why? Because when sharpness is more than area, the surface area on which the knife is applying pressure becomes less. The area reduces. If the area reduces, the pressure will automatically increase even when we are not changing the force. So if I give you two knives, one knife is sharp, other knife is blunt, you will be able to cut a particular object with sharp knife more easily. Why? Because the surface area of the sharp knife is much less than the blunt knife, and because of this less area, the pressure will automatically increase even if we are not increasing the force. So if you apply same force on blunt knife and sharp knife, the sharp knife will easily cut the object. So this is the practical application of pressure. That is why camels in desert, camels have very flat and large feet. The surface area of their feet touching the ground, touching the sand of the desert is very large. Why? If it were small, if suppose it was the feet of the camel was very small, what would have happened? Because of the weight of the body, the foot will go inside the sand. But because the surface area is large, the area is large, so pressure on the sand becomes less, and the foot of the camel does not go inside the sand. So this is how pressure is used. We will do some questions. Before that, let me quickly say the SI unit of pressure is called Pascal, Pascal, denoted by PA. Okay. Other unit is Newton per meter square. Newton is the unit of force or thrust. Area meter square. Length into breadth, meter into meter, meter square. So this or Pascal will be the SI unit of pressure. I will give you some questions to do for practice. If you have any doubt, you can ask me.